All right, guys, it is the weekend, which means it is game on to get the engine bay painted in this thing officially, which is just mind-blowing to think we're almost there. So we spent all last weekend epoxy priming the whole undercarriage and the engine bay. And on top of that, we managed to wrap the line of the whole underneath, and we made this car look brand new again. Now it's time to do the same to the engine bay. We just can't spray paint right over the epoxy primer. There's a lot of prep work to do to get there. So we took all day yesterday to start doing some of that prep work, and well, check it out. All right, me and B are here looking dusty as all heck. We've been standing in the engine bay for a couple minutes now. We've been going hard, trying to get the epoxy primer ready for what, B?
4-hour body filler.
Though we've done a lot of work so far in sanding and prepping metal, there's still a lot of small imperfections we gotta fill up. Mainly stuff that's just like old rust repairs, some welds that we had to grind down from filling holes.
Grinder marks, slight, tiny little hammer marks.
Just small stuff. Yeah. So we're not filling things up with Bondo, we're prepping the epoxy primer with an 80 and a 180 grit to make the surface area larger, scratch up the surface for the Bondo to actually adhere better to it, because it's gonna hopefully be here for a long time.
Give it a nice strong mechanical adhesion.
There we go. So, sanding away, and we're almost ready to lay down some Bondo.
Well, to be honest, most of the engine bay is gonna suck because you can't really put it on with a spreader because it's all crazy shapes. So, pretty much just gonna play finger painting with this stuff.
All right, there we go. Make it disappear. Fill her up. Look at you, B. Just pushing her in there. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, for these,
we don't gotta use much.
Listen, we gotta put this out there. This is not us. Somebody replaced this radiator support a long time ago, and they did a terrible job. What kind of a mess?
Yo, this is not easy. I'm having a really hard time over here.
I see your hand is covered. And we were wearing gloves. It looks pretty well mixed.
Dude, you made this look easy. This is so much harder than it looks. What the?
Okay, I like that. It looks smooth. Looks like a nice transition.
Using the arch of my finger. I'm gonna require a little extra sanding than you maybe, but
oh no, looks good.
this is working great. All right, the Bondo is officially laid. All our little imperfections, we're hiding all the seams on the frame rail. Everything looks great. Now we gotta wait. How long? How long do we wait for this stuff?
Not long.
Not long.
It gets hard.
And then we start sanding it smooth. All right, after many moments later, the Bondo is officially sanded for the most part. The whole front of the rail is nice and flat. Our frame rails integrate seamlessly. That looks so freaking good. It makes it look like one solid rail. I really love that. And of course, all the touch-up spots are now finished. You know, it didn't feel like a lot when we were laying the Bondo, but then when we had to sand it, it felt like we had quite a bit.
It went pretty quickly.
Yeah, it went all on the ground.
Yeah, that's true.
Not only have we been sanding the Bondo, but we've also been sanding the whole bay with 180, and now we have to go through the bay once again and sand the entire bay with 320.
Yeah, and scotch it with the red scotch, right? And then we'll spray some high build on it, and then we'll do it all over again.
I hate this. I hate all of this.
It's not that bad.
This sucks. You guys have seen enough time lapses of us sanding. That's it. All right, back to the present. So last time you guys saw us, we scotch brighted the entire engine bay. It made a good uniform surface of the whole thing. Everything is smooth, it's beautiful, I love it. So we have a little bit more Bondo to do. We'll bang it out real quick. We gotta clean the whole thing up again, mask it up again, and then it's time to spray some urethane primer. Sanding Bondo, Brian sanding Bondo also.
Good morning.
It never ends.
Cleaning.
Oh my god, you guys are the worst. Taping. Oh my god, you got a little bagel over here. What, do you think you're better than us?
It's setting sail or what? Hang on, let me turn my radio off.
Is this the new tow rig for this season?
You're looking at it.
You're gonna pull the S13 with this thing.
100%.
Yo, show them the perspective how big this thing is.
So this is like 27 feet. You're a leak, bro?
Dude, LZ's got nothing on Jib. Look at this toter. You got more living space than LZ, I think.
Dude, I'm giving LZ's rig a run for his money.
Oh, I've been in LZ's. This is... Dude, he ain't got nothing.
Oh my god.
All right, well, LZ's might not smell like rat turds, but hey, it comes with the territory. I love it.
Wait, you didn't get the mat though.
If we ever have a drift season this year,
Dude,
this is gonna be it.
Hold up. I'm taking way longer than I thought, what?
Shitting with a view.
Just getting more experience.
Yeah, I'm putting this back up. This is
Wow, you've really outdone yourself
No,
this
this
year.
has come a long way.
Dude,
Bees knees right here.
I still have yet to drive it with the trailer.
Oh my
That's
God.
gonna be a
Yo,
whole
you go pick
different
my trailer
story.
up and load like RJ's car up just to see how
I
it
think
feels.
I have my hitch in here. We're taking it wherever.
Bro, Jimmy O, World Tour,
Dude,
right here.
oh, we gotta put.
I call that bed. DJ, you could share it with me.
What
Jim-
could we tow? We gotta bring something.
Yeah, I gotta finish something.
We'll bring the red hatch.
We'll bring the red hatch.
That's probably
Tow the world. Then we'll give it away. Alright, let's go back to sanding. Come on.
How we doing here?
More taping, and then we're gonna mask it.
And then we're gonna clean it again.
Yeah, and then we're gonna hit it with some primer.
There it goes.
You guys have seen enough time lapses, but so the thing's already primed. We now have Bondo on it. It's now prepped for a layer of urethane primer. The urethane primer is basically more or less to seal up the body filler.
Yeah,
right?
and then so also we want this to come out really nice, so we've epoxied it once to seal up all the bare metal.
Yep.
And now we don't really need the epoxy anymore because it's fully covered. And we'll prime the whole thing and then scuff it down one more time, so by the time we're done sanding the urethane, this thing is gonna be like a freaking bathtub. It's gonna be mwah,
And we're gonna
silky smooth.
seam that bathtub up and go. Okay, let's just get to it later. All right. You guys might have not saw much of that, but I'll tell you what, that took a long time. It is masked up. We gotta wipe it down one more time, and then it is time for the primer. But we're gonna go take a joyride in Jip's new tow rig over here. There we go. All right, boys, to California.
All right, set sail.
Gas is cheap.
Yeah, weed's legal.
Hell yeah, partner.
Ooh, look how good that thing looks.
This interior, very clean. No.
What year is this, dude?
91.
I would have thought it was older.
I know it looks older.
Good year.
Dude, the headlights, the high beams is on the floor. Like, look at the wipers. It's a switch.
Is your
like this.
S13 newer than this?
1 year.
How can you legally just like hang out in these things? Oh my god. This is so cool, just like standing up. This is my first time in something like this. Yo, when you're towing the car, we can just hang out and look at it.
What, bruh?
Chip's on his bullshit right now.
Dude, this is me. Just coming.
pack of lip and he's good to go.
Damn, this thing's a rager.
Dude, it's a 7-liter. Big block 460.
You got your CDL, so you're comfy right now.
Dude, 27-foot camper with a 20-foot trailer.
Light work.
Train.
The number of air leaks in this thing is unreal. Listen to it.
Windows are open. Come on, don't knock her.
Everything's squeaking.
That's all right, dude. It works.
Oh shit, look at this sticky screen. This curtain's sticky. Why?
Everything in here is sticky.
Ew, it's gross. Whoa! Almost lost the cooler in the CD player.
I'm not floored right now.
pedal to the floor, bro?
That's only half throttle.
That's only half throttle, dude.
It's a torque monster, though. That's why.
Yeah,
It's also a monster.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's meant to.
I
dude,
can't imagine the trailer behind this thing.
It's gonna be a unit, dude.
I want to see you pull into the gas station with the whole rig.
I'm gonna have to use like the interstate ones, like for truckers.
Coming in?
Coming in. Cocking with the boys.
Cocking it up.
Nice.
to get cozy.
Yo, this is sick. Let's take this to Florida next time.
Chip loves it. Look at
We
that.
gotta get it dialed, and then I'm
Chip,
down
you're
to go
gonna need
wherever.
some bungee cords because this stuff is flying all over the place.
We're gonna need some racks.
I love this thing.
It's so fun to just cruise it. Brand new generator for this pig, dude. We can hook up a TV.
Yeah.
What it is.
DJ, toss me the
Dude,
sack.
full bathroom, full fridge.
You got a fridge?
There's a shower. Like, come on.
This
gotta
is
take a
basically
poop, you
the
can
same
take a
thing as
poop.
Adam LC's toter home.
This might be a little cooler, I think. This has a little bit of a
It's
nostalgia.
Tiffany blue, too.
Retro. Let's see, what would you rather have, sir? Your Porsche or this camper? I'll answer that for him. The camper. Stop!
40-point turn right
Why
now?
do we pull in here?
Why didn't you pull into that guy's drive?
Chip, holy That's what I should have done.
Well, you done fucked up.
Yeah.
Just keep turning and backing her up.
No, because I'm close on that side. I need a backup
Stop if
camera.
you hear a crunch.
You got a big bumper.
Chip, you have so much room. Go.
If I hit something because DJ's being an ass.
Crank that wheel, Chip.
One more time, one more time.
No, keep going forwards, Chip, till you hit the curb.
Yeah,
Come
you're
on.
4 feet away from the front
You
wheels.
have so much room in the front, bro.
Oh my
Does
freaking.
your water truck have a...
You're good, you're good.
These wheels are dry. These are dry.
Oh, look at that. The
I told you.
radius.
One
I
more
thought
time.
you had a CDL.
I do, but not with this pig. Drop anchor.
That was quite fun, dude. But seriously, we need to plan a trip ASAP in this thing.
I'm trying to get it dialed. We could set sail somewhere on the ocean seas.
All right, let's go prime this goddamn car. As you saw, we have our makeshift paint booth here. We have our 4 fans with the filters. We have our one massive fan up there with all 4 filters on it too. And then everything else in the shop is just covered. It might look a little ridiculous, and it kind of is, but it worked so well for us when we primed the whole underneath in the engine bay. There was almost no smell in here, and there was no overspray on anything. So if it works, it works. When we spray the color, we might take a couple extra precautions, but for now, this is doing us pretty good, so I'm not gonna knock it.
So right now I'm just doing like what I call a check coat. Just lightly doing the first coat and kind of cover the Bondo, or else if you whack it with a real heavy coat, it'll sink in and then you'll see a ring around the Bondo.
Oh, that's a good tip.
And this kind of prevents that. If you're not doing over like a perfectly primered surface like that, if you're doing over broken through paint and like the original factory paint and another paint job, you definitely want to do a light coat for the first coat.
Brian just laid a fat first coat. It looks awesome. It's just about to flash. It's almost there. And now he's gonna lay on another thick, like right back to back, right? How long can you wait between coats?
When it's flat. As soon as when it goes from looking wet to you'll kind of see it what they call flash, and it'll kind of appear to be more dull.
But what if can you wait an hour, or do you have to do it right away?
You should do it when it flashes. Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna do a second coat, lay it on thick, and it'll be good to go. We could do more coats, but I didn't buy enough primer, so 2 coats it is.
Alright, let's get the heck out of here. We don't got masks on.
Brian, a time lapse, you. Alright guys, so after a bunch more time, the engine bay looks awesome once again. So it is officially one color once again, and now all the small imperfections are now dealt with. Radiator support looks like it just came off the factory line. Everything on the firewall looks perfectly smooth. The strut towers are dealt with, and the frame rails integrate seamlessly. Like, this looks ridiculous. Like, I cannot wait to see this with paint on it, because this is gonna really mess with some people's head, because they just blend together so seamlessly that even people who know Hondas, I think they're gonna really scratch their head when they see this car, especially especially when there's some paint on it. So super pumped. Huge progress today. Once again, it was a lot of work to get here, and we still got a lot of work ahead of us. But so to get this thing ready for paint now, we have to let it all cure for a little bit longer. We're gonna wait till tomorrow. We got a bunch more sanding to do. We have to get this surface perfectly smooth and looking beautiful before we lay down any paint. So we have to sand it with 320 and 600, Scotch Brite it, clean it up. Then we can lay down our seam sealer on all our open seams. Then we can mask it up and paint it once again. So it is stuff to do it right. It is so much freaking work and it takes so much time, but it is worth it. The car is gonna look amazing, and hopefully everything goes to plan tomorrow and we work our asses off, this thing will officially be red. So I'm exhausted. I'm gonna end it there. So I hope you guys liked today's video, and I hope you guys are super excited for tomorrow's, because trust me, I am. So you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and we'll see you tomorrow.